Gentry Open Finale. Tom de Waal with the Metagame Breaker versus Sander de Quick, the Metagame. the most established think group that tested, came up. The funny thing is they tested as a group and all 5 or 6 of them played quite varying variations of Scarab God decks.
It's still a Scarab God deck.
It's still a Scarab God
You
deck.
could run 59 deck and I would still find you annoying.
Branko has arrived as well. Mono Red is good. Ask Alan if he kept a no-lander. Alan, game 2. How many lands did you have in your hand when you kept? 0. He actually kept a 5-card no-lander. Wow.
Yeah, if he hadn't had his lifelink, I would have burned him.
Which lifelink?
The Artifact Edithsphere Harvester.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's correct. Yeah. So Alan almost won a game by mulliganing to 5 and keeping a 0-land hand. Niels, you can mull to 4 if you have a Wrath of God in your hand. It was a day of judgment, but yeah, you're right. You can. Then again, that match, the opponent also needed to be extremely cocky and a bit of a derogative term.
So, anyway, Tom is off strong with Van War Elves into the Longtusk Cup. Sander following up with the Dusk Legion Zealot.
And
Tom appears
Tom is
to
stuck
have
on
kept
one
the
land?
No, he's probably going to play it after this. Oh no.
What?
Yeah, no.
He played the.
Yeah, no, you're right.
He
you're
played
right.
the cat on turn 2 already.
You're right. This isn't vintage.
Oh,
That was a golden demise that cleared away Tom's board.
yeah.
And this suddenly looks to be a bit more in Sander's favor. But anything can still happen.
Yeah.
And if there's one thing that Tom will have against this deck, it's time.
Yeah. Does Tom have any control? Yeah, he has no control suit main deck.
No,
No. He has to push it and.
but he does have
Hope
several
it
creatures that
resolves.
are immune to control.
Yeah. Wait. The cat got cartouched. What did it kill? What?
I don't know.
What? I'm very confused. Oh yeah, this guy's scanner got cartouched.
Anders så var belangrijke niet een slecht zijn, hè, man.
So Sander apparently thought the cartouche just gave +1/+1 and trample for 3 mana. Nice.
This is the, cockiness of people who don't play green.
So Lifecrafters Bestiary on the table for Tom. It's when he casts a creature spell, so even if they get countered, he will get to draw a card of this. This could actually allow him to grind if Sander
This is a great card in this matchup.
doesn't have
He no longer has
the
it.
only card in his deck that deals with it. And I was gonna say, unless Sander has the pressure to race it, and I don't know if you saw the other gold card in his hand.
I didn't.
Okay,
I'll
I
ask.
did.
What is the other gold card in his hand?
The Scarab God.
Oh.
Oh!
Bristling Hydra. It gets blinked.
Blink of an eye.
Yeah.
Let's it resolve. Yeah. So he got the energy. Gets a bestiary. Can't play green mana, so it doesn't do anything for him except scry at the beginning
Scry
of
one,
his turn.
Which is very good.
Yeah. Hydra's back. Doesn't get countered. No. 6 energy plus whatever he had. Thank God for unreadable dice. It's still a May on the cartouche you don't have to
So-
find.
Right now, this matchup looks a bit lopsided, but I think I have to keep into account that Tom struggled on mana for quite a long time, and might still get to play some of the big fatties that Sander will have a lot of difficulty dealing with.
Yep. Siren's Ruse on the hostage taker. Targets a Bristling Hydra, but that Bristling Hydra just gets a hexproof with the help of a little energy.
Yes.
With a little help of my friends. And there we have...
How can you Siren's Ruse your opponent's creature? It says start with
No. The hostage taker.
Oh,
And then you
gotcha.
protect it from
Yeah,
the
yeah.
ability. But now we have Scarab God. Big Daddy game finisher. The Hydra fights the Scarab God.
The Scarab God is dead. And now we can only hope that Sander forgets the trigger forever.
Wait, Tom chose not to attack here. He has a 7 power trampling dude. What? Why? What?
Maybe he just forgot.
I'm not quite sure what just happened. Tom still under strain with his land there. Second cartouche here. This time we have the blink, and I don't think he had the mana to activate it again. So Sander winning game 1. The follow-up will be sideboarding. So here we have Tom de Waal getting 4 Naturalize, 4 Negate, 4 Ambuscade, or 3 Dive Down. Sander has access to Plains, 4 Negates, 1 Essence Scatter, 3 Duress, 2 Fungal Infections, 2 Final Rewards, and 2 Forsake the Worldly. So he'll bring in the Essence Scatters, and then it gets a bit awkward. Ambuscade is a fight spell. Tom gets 4 Negates and 3 Dive Downs to protect his creatures from entering the battlefield and protect them from leaving the battlefield.
I mean, in my opinion, we haven't really seen this matchup yet.
No, we saw a
just seen-
struggling Tom.
Yeah. And, very quick hand from Sander.
True. Forsake doesn't seem worth it. I don't think that you play enchantment removal spells, even though
Against
that's...
this? No.
I mean, you have to win the war against it coming into play. Otherwise, I think you lose anyway. And picking your fight and specializing to beat that fight is a better plan than to...
If you want to fight these fight enchantments, then you do it with negates.
Yes.
Or creature removal.
Well, Hexproof has a word with
Yeah.
that. But I do
Is
think
the word hexproof?
I do think I do think Dive Down is going to be quite impactful in this matchup. Just a 1 mana counter against the Hostage Taker ability or a Chupacabra.
Yeah.
It's...
Can you put up a dive down?
Can you? Ah, Dive Down. +0, +3 and Hexproof.
Yeah, I know, but it's actually one of the cards I do know in this format.
Seeing the river is not the same as seeing the fish.
That's true. Wise words.
You ever seen that comic about the guy who only answers in flavor text?
No.
It's hilarious. You have like a person complaining against him and he just keeps quoting flavor text, and then the last panel is, phew, had no idea what to say to that guy. Quoting flavor text makes you look pretty wise, doesn't it? Fungal Infection 2, I think, against the Llanowar Elves. I don't think you want to fight the Llanowar Elves. They're collateral damage for so much of the things you're doing anyway. And if you're...
I think if you can do it on turn 1, you always want to kill Llanowar Elves. Or if it makes
But
your
are you
opponent
but are
stumble.
you bringing in fungal infection for that? Because that's the only thing it does.
I mean, I think Sun's deck is gonna win the long game.
Actually, no, it's not the only thing it does. It gives you a green creature to chump block a Vinemare with if it doesn't fly yet.
That's true. Doesn't Phone Effect give you a black creature?
A Superling.
Gives you a Sapperling?
Yup.
Absolute value.
You would side like 2 dive. No, I sided the full 3 and the 4 negates. Sander basically only has negates from sides.
I
No,
can't
well
read
he
handwriting.
only also has duress, which actually attacks it from a different angle, and that I might consider. But yeah, it's duress, 1 essence scatter, 4 negates from a side for him. It wins against turn 2 Long Tusk as well. Yep. True. Yeah, that's actually an angle of attack for Tom that you can't underestimate either.
The
Just a
the
Long
green
Tusk,
shell of the energy deck.
the Long Tusk cup that goes, hi, I'm here, now I have 2 energy, and I keep my mana open, and now it's a 3/3, now it's a 4/4, now it's a 5/5.
Those were the days. Ironically, the deck that first got Alan into the finals of the Gentry Open, a green-red energy deck with Bunkers Cup going mad.
Yep. Yeah, but that was even crazier because you had
Madness.
ether thingy. The 1 mana green spell that gave you 2 energy and search the
Attune
land.
with ether.
Attune with ether.
Yeah.
No.
That's right. I hadn't even realized that was out of. No, that is still in standard.
It's banned in standard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, together with Rogue Refiner.
Oh, okay.
And that was actually good for Gentry as well, because everything had turned into green-based energy
something.
grind. Yeah. Still more in the passing of a tune with ether. As a player playing it, I understand that. As somebody actually trying to organize tournaments and seeing what it does to your tournaments, I disagree with you with a fierceness of a lioness protecting her cubs.
And we're off to the races with the Gifted Eaterborn from Sander and the Llanowar Elves from Tom. Vinemare.
Oh! Fatal push! Where is it?
This is Sparta!
So Bristling Hydra with 3 energy.
And Chupa comes into play, but the Hydra
Eats
gets
the
hexproof.
energy, then attacks with the Gifted Eaterborn. Gifted Eaterborn is such an annoying card to raise, but Ambuscade taking care of the filthy cur.
And putting Sander back under 20.
Yeah, Ambuscade is your answer against Gifted Eaterborn, because it's a
Yeah.
deal damage instead of a fight.
But it was used on the Chupacabra.
Yep.
And Sander should be at 19 live.
No, 18. There's gifts +1/+0 as well.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So 24 minus 6.
Yep. 25 minus, 6. Maybe you should start playing Gentry. Seems cheaper. Yeah, it's cheaper and a lot more fun. He should have killed the Etherborn. I kinda think so.
Agree.
Yes.
Yeah.
The phone is a life counter. Yes.
We're not telling this to you from 2014.
and negate on a blink of an eye with kicker.
It's always a fun moment when you're playing against a control deck and you can say, haha, I too can control parts of this game.
Yep. So they're now racing each other. Oh, blink on the Hydra in response to the Glimmer.
You can't be too mad about that if you're Tom.
Well, you can, because now you're not racing anymore.
Okay, but you still have time.
Well, he has mana to
And the Hydra is
Vine Mare with protection. I think there's a Vine Mare in his hand.
Dun, dun, dun.
Is he going for it? Yeah, he's going for it. No, Bristling Hydra first.
With a Servant of the Conduit.
It's confusing with multiple pink people in chat. I only have one pink person in chat. Okay, Siren's Ruse. Yep. Siren's Ruse, just to untap the gifted Etherborn and then kill the Bristling Hydra. And now we have a Longtusk Cup and a Vine Mare to follow up.
Which
We have a
gets countered.
Supreme Will against the Vine Mare. Blanco also wants to be pink.
And the Golden Demise that gets rid of the Servant.
And some energy. Carnage Tyrant.
But there's a 3-3 in play now and an Eat Assume Leopard for Tom.
Yeah, this probably is the game. Sander needs to piece together bounce and or removal plus
Oh, he does play
Eldest
Doomfall, right?
Reborn. I don't think so, but he does play Eldest Reborn.
Okay.
So that's his only answer against Carnage Tyrant. Bestiary
And the Vine Mare.
plus
So
Vine
the
Mare
Golden and
equals Scoop Face. Alright, 1-1 in the finals here. Sander de Kwiek against Tom de Waal. Flying Horses, the metagame breaker against the metagame against Scarab God with a splash, in this case a red splash,
And
that we haven't seen in action yet in this match.
no. But then again, the interesting thing for me is that we've seen both decks kind of do what they wanted to do.
This time,
granted,
yes.
Sander didn't see all the rares he wanted. He didn't get to his Scarab God or the Nickel Borders. But still,
Yep.
it looked like he was going to win that for
Yep.
a long time.
Also, chat, yes, this is live in Ghent. We are in Outpost Ghent.
You are more than welcome to come join us.
But we're going to the last game of this tournament. There are
So
some
you
side events, though.
should hurry. I will tell the players.
It's
to
over
wait.
an hour drive. Yeah, that's a bit of a stretch. Very stretchy.
Yeah, we can wait.
Players, we're waiting for cross-coded.
I mean, I remember the last event when we started the finals. It was way past midnight already.
No, we ended just
ended at-
over midnight.
We ended way later.
No, we ended a few minutes past midnight.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
No, we didn't.
And then we hung around and talked for an hour and a half.
That's still part of the event.
Yeah, we're a good 5 hours earlier than the previous edition.
Yes,
Well, we had a round less. We had a really quick top 8.
I didn't judge.
And we started 2 hours earlier. Oh yeah, you didn't judge. That's at least 2 hours saved.
I know what I'm doing, I swear. If any TO is watching.
Congrats to Niels for organizing a great event and an awesome goodie bag. You're very welcome, my dog Kita too. Okay, and we are ready for game 3. You guys are very welcome, and yes, you should have come. It was the Gentry Open is objectively speaking, not even as the guy who's organizing it, it's the best tournament you can play in Belgium.
That and pre-releases.
Yeah, pre-releases are pretty sweet as well. And we have a mulligan from Tom here in game 3. Is the bearded guy on the left Niels? Yes, I'm Niels. Hello. Hello. I'm the Niels. This is the Floris. He's the bearded guy on the right.
He's also very excited about not being Niels.
Warn you next. I have no idea who you are, and we spammed Facebook for the last 2 weeks. I think we announced this event
What event?
2 months ago.
This was on Facebook?
Yes. Floris can't grow a beard. Oh snap. You've been called out
I've
by
been-
a Tardo.
They're on to me.
Take into consideration the goodie bag, it's basically free. Yep, that's true. Mulligan to 5? No. We're still on 6. If you join the Facebook group League of New and Beginning Magic Players, you can keep up to date with Gentry events. Summer looks like she's the bot answering the question. Very nice though. Yeah, you're right. We have events every Thursday evening, which are not the same crazy value, but pretty nice as well. Will
They're
there be
fun.
a pre-release Gentry edition? No.
I don't even know how you would do that.
Sealed, but you can't play more than 15 uncommons. If I
Yeah.
get 15 uncommons in my sealed pool, I'm ecstatic.
15 playable on commons.
Yeah. Yeah. No, the league is not allowed to host pre-releases. We would be unfair competition.
That's true.
Dusk
Anyway,
Legion
final
Zealot
game.
gets answered by Servant of the Conduit.
And the Fateful Llanowar Elves. Also keeping up the blue mana, and we know what that could possibly mean.
Very soft to Golden Demise though. Wow.
Another Gifted Eaterborn.
Okay, this is
I'm gonna have a word with
play a
Sander after
Vine
this.
Mare.
Yeah.
I think this is a mistake. And Sander is really lucky not to get punished for it. What kind of sleeves would I recommend for a new player? Honestly,
Dragon Shield.
Dragon Shields if you want to have something that lasts a while. Ultra Pro if you don't really care and not
And
playing
you want to buy the
competitive.
same sleeves again twice in the same event.
True, but most people don't care. Should you sleeve all cards? Well, if you sleeve, you have to sleeve every card you're playing. Otherwise, it's kind of cheaty.
Marked.
Vinemare. After Sander tapped out again.
For Chupa.
So if there's... So any aura from Tom here breaks the race.
Yeah.
Like, if he has a one with nothing, Sander needs Golden Demise plus Eldest Reborn, and he has an Eldest Reborn in hand, so he can actually set up this
It is
turn.
still just 5 damage every turn
Yeah, if
for
it's
free.
if there's
If nothing else happens.
Yep.
And odds are something is gonna happen.
And I think even that wins him the race. Been playing Magic since July. Yep. Okay, so Sander gave Tom 2 windows to play Vinemare and is now... No, that's so bad.
Is it?
Yes, because now... no, only one of them dies, the other one survives. Yeah, if you have the dive down, it's good. Because Tom never wants Vinemare to be the only creature on the
No,
board.
I know he doesn't, but I would agree with you if he didn't have the answer.
Yep.
Sander's thinking if he wants to counter this.
Yeah, as long as he... Yeah, whatever. So, the elves die, but now he doesn't have mana for the Eldest Reborn.
Only one of the elves dies.
And I hope that Tom... What? No, both of them die.
No.
One gets Chupat and the other dies to combat.
No, because there is no combat, because the trooper got removed from combat and then put back into play. It got blinked, no?
Yes, can you go stop them? Kan jullie even stoppen? Maar ietsje checken. Ah no, de andere elf leeft. It's correct. Ja. Ja, the elf is still alive. It's okay. There is no sapling token because the infection was countered. Because either there's no elf or the elf has hexproof. Ja, dus dat was wel juist. De andere elf hadden ze al teruggelegd. Okay, and Tom
So
immediately dumps some fodder next to that vine mare.
So because the trooper was blinked, was moved from combat, no damage was dealt.
Yeah.
One of the elves survived.
And the fungal infestation was countered.
by game rules. So technically fizzled, because we can no longer say it was countered.
So Niels is the judge. Niels, don't judge me. What? I am a judge. I'm not the judge of this event. And yes, I judge everything and everyone. I am the all-seeing, all-judging eye of Ghent.
Cool.
And now we have a life total discrepancy,
One of the
apparently.
highest level of judges. He's only a level 3 judge.
I am the Sauron of Ghent. I like that. That's gonna be my judge title now. Niels, level 3 judge, comma, Sauron of Ghent. Yup.
That'll make you feel, very approachable.
Yeah. So if you come to Ghent, you can challenge me on it. Challenge me in what?
Challenge
Exactly.
him on a rules quiz. You'll probably defeat him and become a level 3.
Okay, so we're back to the race where that gifted Etherborn. Games of Magic. Yeah, you can come play some Games of Magic against me. Flourish should be level 3 already.
Yeah, no.
Okay, blink of an eye on the Chupacabra to save it from the leopards. Don't really see how that's working out that well. Actually, Tom just needs to top deck an ambuscade, and this game just swings around the completely other side. So we're attacking for 10 here. 10 and representing lethal, even with life gain from the gifted Etherborn next turn.
I don't see much in Sun's hand you can do.
Mhm.
Images have to play Eldest Reborn to stay alive.
Is it allowed to use a 3D print as a token? Yeah, as long as you can clearly show if it's tapped or not,
And
you
it's
can
not
use a
any
token.
offensive image. It's
Yep.
all fine.
Which game is this? This is game 3 of the finals.
Out of 7.
Best of 37.
Basically, we have time to stream until midnight. We will keep adding games until we're there.
Yes. No. I'm actually not disappointed that it's 3 hours less than last time.
No,
My voice is already cracking right now.
we started at 10.
Yep. Ooh, Bolas. I also thought it was a counterspell, but he just discarded. Ambuscade gets countered, and I think this is GG. Sander the Quick wins after all. We have a
Wow.
winner. Sander beating the deck designed to beat him.
Well, both of these players deserve to be here. I think.
Definitely.
Both very impactful on the community and on the meta game,
Yep.
and both running very cool decks.
Yep.
The problem is, of course, now that Sander is now going.
We have a live counter in screen now.
Oh, I don't.
The
Yeah.
problem, of course, is that now Sander is never going to let us live this down.
True, true.
So
The nightmare starts now.
if you saw this and you're interested in getting into Gentry, please, please, please do defeat Sander as often as you can, and just make sure that he doesn't get to brag about this too much. That's
my
your
God.
mission.
So, let's look away from these guys talking to each other. Hey, we have another follower. Welcome, Cross-Coded, on the Viking Longboat. Grab an oar and join the adventure. As we move over to...
What is wrong with you?
Hey, I'm a streamer. I need to be hyper. Okay, big screen TV. Bam! There you have the two of us. Yeah, for us it's quite confrontational to see it like this as well. Let's move the camera down a bit so you don't see our stomachs as well anymore. There we go. No, that goes through the image. Let's not do that. Transparent. Let's move this up a little bit. Then. There we go. Much better. Very professional
works,
production
yes.
value through the roof. In the meantime, Sander and Tom are still doing a little chit-chat about who cheated the best in the match, and there'll be...
Pants one.
You have what? Ah, the screen isn't big enough to fit the screen. What's this about your pants?
I have
Flo
no
Flo,
idea.
you have pants 1.
Yes, I got pants 1. Nils got pants 2.
I got pants 2. I always have all the pants 2. So we're just waiting for Sander to arrive here. Please don't play. In your description of him having to play Magic and Gentry, you forgot to add "don't play Scarab God."
Oh, it's gonna rotate out now.
Yes,
It's not being reprinted.
freedom. Scarab God is the most played, most hated, most loved, most overrated card in Gentry right now. Now is the time if you want it for Commander. Okay, can you make some room so we can have Sander over here to have a little chat with us?
Join us.
Yes. Okay then. So, well, this got awkward real quick. I'm just gonna turn the camera
to
so I
live
get to be
stream.
in screen as well.
This chair.
First and foremost,
Yes, let's
the
not do
most
this.
important.
Sorry, this chair is gonna break if we do this.
First and foremost, Sander. What the hell
Hi.
do you have on your head?
It's the tiara.
It's a tiara. Can you explain what the tiara
Okay,
is?
so the tiara is something that we started as a joke, that it was sort of King of the Hill thing. Then we started adding a reward to it, giving the person who beats the person with the tiara a booster, or the person wearing the tiara wins a random booster to a random player. This is a thing we do on leaderboard events in Ghent here, so come to leaderboard events in Ghent, and we do this on the open as well.
So who did you defeat to get the tiara?
I have to think back 3 events.
Yeah, that was the reason I'm actually asking for it. Sander has been wearing this thing for 4 months now.
Not 4 months, but
Almost.
the last 2 leaderboard events, basically.
So 2.5 months
Yeah.
undefeated.
Yeah.
This guy. So let's just say it's not really a surprise to see you hitting the top 8. It wasn't a big surprise to see you doing pretty well in the top 8. Honestly, it was a bit of a surprise to see you dispatch Tom.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's not a matchup I feel like I'm favored in,
Yeah.
but I got lucky.
Yeah. Game 3, we saw you tapping out when Tom could cast Vinemare the next turn twice in the early game. Was
I
that
know.
a conscious decision?
I
Because-
don't respect Feynman enough, I believe, and I think it's
I
a mistake
think
in my
so
play.
too. Yeah.
But the thing is, I've not tested enough against Feynman.
Honestly, in game 3, if he stuck the turn
Yeah.
3 Vinemare,
Yeah.
the game's over.
Yeah, exactly. It's true.
Yeah.
It's absolutely. I know I make mistakes in that regard. The problem is I play on automation
Yeah.
too often.
Yeah, because you're part of a team that
Yeah,
tested,
we tested
quite
a lot.
extensively.
A lot. The problem is that we tested the decks that we expected to be seeing most of. So other Scarab God decks, mono red, and I feel like we did a very good job of that.
Yeah.
but we didn't test any off-meta or directly targeting Scarab God decks, which is why I didn't test enough against Fine Mares.
No.
But I feel like Tom plays negates. I know Tom will definitely make sure to be able to resolve a Vine Mare, so I sometimes feel like I should just jam in.
Yeah, sure. It just seemed very
Yeah.
rash and
But
also
it's
very
true.
Well, not little payoff. It was
Yeah,
a gifted
no,
Etherborn,
that's true.
which with a bit of support does a good job racing
Yeah.
a Vinemare. So there was definitely merits to them. If anyone in the chat has any questions, by the way, feel free to dump them in right now. After this event, dump them in the chat, that is. After this event, there's going to be rotation. So
Yeah.
we're going to have another leaderboard event before the rotation.
Really?
Yes. The week of the pre-release, we have a leaderboard event.
Right, and so that leads into the next Open.
Yes.
So we still have this meta.
Yes.
Ooh.
Would you change anything to your deck?
Honestly, no.
Okay.
I might go up. I would maybe go up to 3 fungal infection inside, but I don't know what in the hell I would take out except for maybe negate number 4.
Yeah.
Like my white splash, I did not side in my planes and 2 forsakes ever today, but I still think that it should be in there for the matchups against decks that play cast out and the decks that are really dedicated to enchantments or artifacts.
Yeah. Sure. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
All right. Chat has a question. What will you play after rotation?
I'm not sure because I haven't seen. Well, we don't know most of
I
the
know.
Guilds of Ravnica cards yet.
He's gonna play blue-black control.
No.
Whether it's playable or not.
No, it's not true. I will play control, very likely. But my what I'm thinking is going to be the deck I'm going to be playing is blue, red, splash white for Teferi. Control.
I'm gonna be playing mono red pirates. Probably. I think that's the best deck straight after rotation.
Okay, so I should play black then for Golden Demise.
Yes. If you don't play Golden Demise, I'm gonna beat you.
Fair.
But you're not coming to Breden, so whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
So any other question? Grixis control all the way. Etherborn carried game 3. Yes, definitely. Will you wear the tiara full time from now on?
Yes, actually. I feel like I've worn it long enough to now take it home and wear it every day.
Good, very good. We will need a like a photo collage of you in tiara in very public places. Preferably your job and others. Other
will do
questions? Sander went undefeated today. Yep, still got
I
the
did.
tiara. He
Started with this, still have it.
went 402 and then swept the top 8. Blah, 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 blah. That's all. Is there anything you want to say as a closing statement for the chat? Before I make mine, because I get the last one.
the usual, you know, thanking the people who got me here because I did get here on behalf of my testing team. Who did a great job today for the most part. Yoda's also made top 8. So thanks to those people. Thanks to everyone who theory crafted and tested against me over the past, 2 years because I've been playing the deck for so long. And thanks to everyone for coming out and making this a fun event.
Yeah. All right, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You'll get your name on this random trophy thingy, and you'll have a slot in the next invitational as well already. So.
And this time, don't punt to lose the game.
All right. I guess you saved up the punt to win this one.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, you also get a golden GP ticket, so free GP for you in the next.
But I don't play
6
GPs.